Hi there, how we doing? We doing good? That's great. So, today we are here in another Q&A. Yes, this one's actually happening this time. It's not going to be like the last Q&A we had where it just flat out didn't happen, but this one is going to be happening. So, you know, I think we got some good questions this time. Not gonna lie, 99% of them were about corruptions, and I'm gonna be honest with you guys, not a single one about corruptions will be mentioned in this video. But other than that, we got some really good questions that I am going to be answering in this video. And a lot of them I think are going to be, there's some in here that I actually am really gonna enjoy answering. And yeah, let's just get right into it. Why did the fridge close on? Okay, see, this is kind of a strange question to start off with. I'm aware of that. I can give you a decent explanation as to why this occurred, and I will demonstrate it to you in this short clip. Okay, so like, joke's on you, I actually couldn't get the short clip to work, but like, okay, so I'm gonna demonstrate this in audio form. You ready for this? You're gonna be demonstrated this in an auditory form. So like, imagine that like when I'm about to plump on the mic is your hand, right? You're like, and then you're like, that's the fridge. This occurs because of the fact that the fridge basically said, hey, I'm in the middle, I gotta go one direction, let's go the direction where I can hurt human contact. And that was your science lesson for today, boys. I'm not giving you an A+, you all fail. You guys are failing. Oh no! What's the What's your favorite video that you've ever made? Also, this person's really cool. Just want to know that if you're watching this video, dude, hi, you're cool. In terms of my favorite video I've ever made, I've thought about this one actually, and I've thought, because I think this question popped up more than once on this Q&A, but I want to go ahead and address it because I think this one's going to be a very interesting one. In my personal opinion, my favorite video that I have ever made on this channel, this also just means the one that I am also the most proud of making and the one that I've felt the most satisfaction out of making, would probably be the video where I basically taught you guys how to plan your departure from an unstable family. This video was rather recent, as you may know, and it was, I believe, my second installment to my mental health video series. It could have been my third. Could be wrong about that, though. I was really proud of this video because of the fact that it was such a specific topic, and I feel like I made it so specific because even though it is a very specific topic to talk about, it's actually one that hits close to home for a lot of people. And while this video, and this might just generally be because it's a mental health video in general, while this video did not get many views, it doesn't stop the fact that this was the video that I absolutely enjoyed making the most, and I feel like it hit closest to home on what I wanted to do for my future. Because if you guys don't know, this isn't really what I want to do on YouTube. Like, doing YouTube isn't really what I want to do as a future job. It's actually, you know, I want to be a therapist. So I think this helps out a lot, and you know, that's why that video is definitely my favorite out of anyone I've ever made. Hi Jordan, can you sing the entire bad word? That's a bad word. Lasagna without being clean. All right, guys, I guess I gotta do it. I gotta sing the song without being clean. Guys, you're gonna hear me swear for the first time ever. So here we go. I don't like you, too serious. Nothing personal, kid. But I must go alone. Just this once. Bob's or Vegan, now whichever will it be. Sit the frick down, too silly. Did you struggle making friends as a kid? So this is actually a very interesting question because A, I'm kind of still a kid. For those who are new to the channel, hi, I'm Jordan. I am not an adult. I am a teenager. What's up? Now, in terms of me struggling to make friends, I wouldn't necessarily say that I struggle making friends, but I'm very cautious, at least now. A year ago's time, like, this would have actually been a completely different answer, but I'm very careful with who I choose in terms of my friends now. This isn't because I lost a friend to something like a betrayal or something like that, but this is more or less because of the fact that I made the decision to myself to start bringing better people who can make better benefits in my life into my life. And over the past year, I've managed to find someone who was really able to do that, which if you know who you are. But there's also generally just been other people who've been able to help me out a lot. And I'm very cautious nowadays of who I choose to let those people be, because, you know, if they don't really fit that standard for me, I wouldn't necessarily say that I wouldn't try and become a regular, just standard friend with them, but I'm not going to be trying to get as close with you as some of these people that I know end up getting that treat. You get my point. What is a perfect tip for new YouTubers? Now, I can't necessarily give like a perfect tip, because when it comes to YouTube and how unpredictable it can be sometimes, I wouldn't necessarily say there's that pinpoint perfect thing that is going to work 100% of the time, because really that's never going to be the case. But based on my experiences, especially since the growth of the Me Channel Corruptions video, the best thing that I could say to you is that if you ever feel as if you're stressed out from what you're doing, or you feel like you're doing something that may be pleasing for your fans but not for you as a person, as the content creator, then you should definitely take a step back, take a break, take a breather, and just process to yourself, what is it that I'm doing on this platform that I like doing? What is it on this platform that like helps me keep going? And that's the one thing that I think, if you want to do that, you can do that most of the time. And on the occasion when you feel that drive to be able to do that type of video that most of your fans like, in my case, obviously it's corruptions, then you can do that. But for the most part, in order to keep your mental health in check, you should always do what you love on YouTube, whether the views really come in from it or not. While ad revenue may be quite important, your mental health is also very important. So getting a good balance in there is good as well, but make sure that if you're going to really keep a lot of this in mind, if there is one that I could choose as a side over it, it's that your mental health is going to be more important in this situation of a job like YouTube. Can you do a face reveal at 92 octillion subs? Alright, listen, I know you said 92 octillion subs, but like, we're gonna go ahead and like give you the face reveal now. This is me.
What is that?
I am Jordan. Hello. How are you doing? And you know what? Now we're never doing this because I hate this. How did you get stuck with this as your job, or do you have a side job? So, again, as I mentioned before, I'm a teenager, so this is kind of always going to be considered more of a side job. Basically, yes, it's a side job, and I think in any case in the future, this is actually going to stay as a side job for me. And that is mainly because of the fact that, like I said before, I want to be able to go to college to become a therapist. Now, I will be using the revenue that I get from this YouTube channel as a source of income for college, as well as the apartment that I plan to be living in during my college years, which I should be there for around 6 years. But I did have this interesting idea to possibly create a Patreon, so if you guys would be interested in that, if I do that, all of the funds that you guys will be giving me will all go towards helping me get through college. A lot of the extra money I'll actually need will probably have to go more towards the apartment that I'm going to be living in, but that's just how it is. So yes, this is basically a side job. It's going to always stay as a side job, but you know, I mean, I do enjoy doing it from time to time, so I don't mind at all. And yeah. Is dating under... I'm actually deleting my YouTube account. How long does it take to make one video? So making one video, this kind of depends on the type of video it is. As you guys are probably aware, there's kind of 3 main categories. And I say main because these are the videos that I do the most often. And those are like a regular gaming video, a corruption video, because we all love those, and a mental health video. Now, the interesting thing about these 3 types of content is that they all very much vary in, I guess, length. The shortest that it probably takes out of the 3 of these is the mental health videos. The more challenging part of these videos, if I had to say, the mental health videos are more challenging in the sense of actually thinking of what I'm going to say. Everything that I try to say in those videos, I want to sound very professional. I want to be able to convey in a very good way and be able to help a lot of people. So most of the difficulties in that, most of the work that are done on the mental health videos is not necessarily in the editing, but planning what I am going to say, as well as the topic that I'm going to be discussing. And then probably right up from that would probably be a corruption video. It's interesting that the corruption videos are the videos that kind of get me the most views here on the platform, and yet they actually don't take that long to make at all. A lot of times the difficulty with the corruption videos is motivation, because let me tell you a little something, getting big off of something like this and then doing it a bunch burns you out real easily. Corruptions for me just burns out easily, but when I do them, I think it has a lot of payoff in the end. Plus, it does get me a little bit of ad revenue, which I can put towards my college fund and stuff, so that's always nice in the end as well. And then right up from that is just any other regular gaming video. This includes games such as Smash, or just, I think, any game that I do that's not focusing directly on a game's corruption or is not mental health related. This is because these are the points where I'm trying to make more, I guess, funny commentary that's not based on a certain style of funny commentary, or me being serious in the sense of something like a mental health video. It's a lot more freelanced, along with the fact that I can also just be more free with my edits. I can let that creative mindset flow, which sometimes that's harder than others, but most of the time, especially with Smash videos, that's actually not that hard. So yeah, that was this edition of the Jordan Q&As. We got some really good questions this time, and I feel like I was able to open up a lot about my feelings of this channel and give you guys a bit more of an in-depth analysis of what I do on this channel and what goes on behind the scenes, basically, is what I'm trying to say. I appreciate you all sending in all the questions, and I hope you got a little bit more insight about me and kind of my mindset when it comes to YouTube, and even some stuff about, you know, what I want to do for my future, such as the college stuff and all that. You guys got to know all that, which I think I discussed it briefly in some of my other videos, but this video I went a bit more in depth with it. Thank you all so much for all the support recently. I know the channel's been in kind of a downward slump as of recent, but we might have another corruption video coming soon, but I'm just trying to be a bit more laid back and really plan out stuff for my future, and I know this mixes in somewhat into it, but I'm really trying to plan stuff for what I want to do in the future of my life. So there's a lot of me thinking that I've been doing, so I hope you guys can bear with me. But regularly scheduled videos, even though I don't really have regularly scheduled videos, should be starting back up soon, so be on the lookout for that. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and share the video, and I will see you recruits in the next video. Peace.